Anglo-Prussian alliance prepares to bear down on the French positions here at Leipzig in today's NTW 3 4v4 battle that we have lined up for you here today. And yes, this is another multiplayer battle for you guys who sit down, relax and enjoy, as we do have an insane battle here. As yes, it's a bit of a race between the French and the Anglo-Dutch and Prussian armies here as they try to race towards this Volkwitz here, the town that the French are defending. You can see the French are already going to be hard pressed as the British are on their way. There's Highlanders and there's also like a whole bunch of Hanoverian Landwehr running down the street here. And yeah, they have one army here, already a 10-point Spanish campaign here. And then we also have the 1809 like Polish sort of Polska army, which is ended up being an entire Cav army pretty much, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing how that goes down. Does seem as though a long way away we do have another 10-point like Spanish campaign France and also a 9-point Flemish campaign. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how they do. And here we go already. The Dutch are getting stuck in, trying to go for these guns here. And Squares might just about to save the French there. Just about. They need to be careful not to blast their own guns, and they were lucky there. Very nice. And that's first blood to the French. And it looks like, what do we have over here? We have some British, looks like lifeguards of some sort. Yeah, then or dragoons here. Might be dragoons, I'm not sure, but they don't have the same hats, I guess, as the ones from the Peninsula, but I think they might be, yeah, British dragoons. And we do have the Scots Grey as well, so we have some glorious units here for the British when it comes to Cav. Looks like they might have spent quite a lot on their cavalry, but they've got some red coats as well, and got a lot of Scots as well. My gosh! So yeah, they are ready to storm this building here and get straight into melee. While this is all going on, the Poles are also just scouting, you know, making sure that they can see all these British armies. Looks like another British army is way out over on this left-hand side here. It looks like it's made up of a bit more variety, a bit more allied troops going on in this one. We've got Brunswickers. I'm guessing these are guys in green, probably like Feld Battalion, like Hanoverians. We've got them on the way. We've also got more Cav over here. Another British Dragoon. Yeah, Britain really going hard on that Cav. And what have we got over here? It's another one. My gosh, they have 2 units of Dragoons. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's good because they're going to have to combat against the Poles. The Poles have brought a heck of a lot of Cav. While the French have got some, but not like loads. I think the further back 10-point Spain has a whole bunch of Cav. I don't know if he's brought it, or he might already have it up here. He's got the Viscera Legion Lancers. We also got the Italian Dragoons, which are a really good unit as well. So yeah, they've got some good units themselves, the French, when it comes to Cav. They don't want to blob up like this though with their cavalry, just going to end up getting blasted out. And they've got a lot of Dragoons here, which is good as well. Yeah, there you go, Viscera Lancers, the Los Diablos Polacos. And they're going to have to deal with all this Prussian Cav here as well. It seems like both sides kind of like suss each other out. Both like, yeah, both are going to bring a fair amount of Cav. So we'll both bring, we'll bring Cav. The 21st Leger already battling away here. In a 4v1 by the looks of it. I mean, all these Prussians get in the line and then start blasting it. That is going to be a fight. I don't know if they'll be able to take it. They are in the wood though, so they do have the advantages. I mean, Prussia could just maneuver around and get into the wood and give himself the same advantage. Decided not to. And the 21st Leger here as well in the forest, very close to the Brits. Surprised he's not really engaged there. And there you go, provisional Chasseur Cheval went for, looks like a little skirmisher. And I don't know if there's any guns on there, but they have died anyway of the Cav. Yeah, I think it was just skirms he just took out there. You can see already Volkwitz, they're already into the sort of the suburbs are the British, forcing back the French. I think this is just to slow down the British advance, the British and Prussian advance, so that his allies can get here, because they are, you know, a lot more stretched out with the French than the allies are. But yes, if you're enjoying all things Napoleonic, I want to see some more glorious black powder battles, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment, show support, guys. It really does help out the channel as we work towards 11k subs. And if you want to send in any of your own replays, have them featured on the channel, do send them in to my Discord. The link is down below in the description, as always. This one was sent in by a sub, and yes, it was a really good fight, a bit of a race to try and sort of support their allies in the front lines. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes down and see whether the French can save their comrades or whether they're just going to have to end up fighting two separate battles. Looks like yeah, we've got Polish grenadiers over here. We've got like a lot of like allied troops, Westphalians, Italians, not a lot of French going on. This is the Flemish army over here. A lot more Frenchies in this one. Looks like he's spammed out the infantry as well. I mean, they don't need so much cavalry. He's got the cuirassiers though, which is good to see. You know, the Flemish armies can usually bring fairly cheap cuirassiers. So yeah, good to see he's got one of those on the go as well. But back over at the front lines, it looks like it is well, spicing up again a little bit. It looks like Britain's just blasted that 421st E Laguerre there. There is still one in this forest, you know, causing a bit of a problem. Oh no, another one as well. So 21st to cause problems. I mean, France can charge forward here all he likes with his cap, but I think most of the Redcoats are going to be able to form square, if not all. It's kind of like their great contribution to an allied game. So the British can just form square and sort of protect your flanks and everything else. And yeah, it looks like there's been a little bit of harassment over on the flank there. Looks like Poland's managed to destroy some cav unit for the Anglo-Dutch, but I don't think it was a very expensive one, put it like that. Got all those British dragoons. There's an incredible amount of dragoons. It's going to be very scary to see them face down. But I mean, yeah, right now they're just like looking at nobody of those British, and that is all they're doing. And here we go, France going in. Setting in the Grenadiers, Spanish Grenadiers. Don't often see these guys in action. They've gone in. I mean, one's been repulsed, and it looks like the other two doing okay. I mean, kind of getting stuck around buildings, though. I think they're going to get shot at. I mean, this Prussian player here, if he just advance forward, all he's got is cav in front of him, he would just push them aside. He needs to get a move on. And yeah, look at this. This is just sad to see. Unfortunately, this is the reality. The KGL light infantry here just blasting to the side of these light infantry, these line grenadiers. And he's pulling them back, pulling them out of combat, and they get routed. That's what happens, unfortunately. And we're going to have more going in here, though. We've got still more Spanish Grenadiers going in. And you need to be careful not to friendly fire here to Britain. There you go, he's just routed his own men. There you go. I mean, for being on his own and having to, you know, fight what looks like a British and a Prussian army to start with, he's done a decent job of just, you know, holding his own. He's not got overwhelmed. And he's got most of his 21st Laguerre back. And these guys can form square, so they're handy to hold on to. That is for sure. And there you go. Now the battle for Liebe-Volkwitz will get properly underway, I imagine, now, as both sides sort of know where each other are and know what's going on. What is this Polish unit doing out here? So it's just a Strelki unit. Just blasting some Russian Strelkis in the service of the French Imperial Crown at the moment. Lots of Polish lances over here as well, causing all sorts of chaos. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes down. Right now, Gabriel Chouchet is probably crap at himself. He's probably like, where are my allies? Where are my allies? They're not far away. They are very, very close. We've got Italian Laguerre on the way. We've got artillery as well. Just keep moving them down this road. It looks like, yeah, here come the British. What are they sending in first? I mean, is it going to be Highlanders? No, it's just Redcoats. This could work for the French, really. I mean, they're coming deeper and deeper into the settlement here. I mean, there's still, yeah, a Spanish Grenadier waiting here. We've still got the Vishnu Legion, which are excellent in melee. So, yeah, these units are going to be perfect for trapping the Brits. And artillery here is now dealing with a bit of a melee fight with those Lambda there. And, yeah, that's a sacrificing he's willing to take. Yeah, 4-pounder there just being lost. But he could try and counter it now. There's Vishnu Legion in the building. I don't know what else he's really got. Guards Madrid, yeah, they're not going to be going to melee too much. Here go the Grenadiers again. going to try and melee these Brits. Not a bad idea. There aren't really any British infantry units right now close to trying to blast this unit here, so that's good. The other Visual Legion is on the way. It's getting a move on. And there's artillery now setting up for the Brits as well. If they could break this small British advance, which they've done so over here. The artillery also managed to survive. It's not a sacrifice. It was all part of a devious plan. But if they can manage to counterattack, they can maybe get this gun here. The French, get rid of that. Here comes the Visual Legion. They're going to have to face off against a whole bunch of King's German Legion here. That's going to be nasty. But they're going to go in. They're going to get a bit of a volley off of the Brits. And there you go. The Visual Legion. They're going to need more in there. What are they sending in there? They sent in more Visual Legions to that fight. And then I was going to say, Britain's just going to disengage from this one potentially. And what do we have here? More line infantry going in. These guys might have decent melee stats. We'll see. I think he's setting up, and I don't know if he's shooting here, but he's probably only going to shoot his own Brits. Losing slightly. These Spanish grenadiers are not great at all. I guess you could probably bring a lot of them. And there you go, a flanking charge there from the French player. Managed to get rid of all those British line infantry. These are KGL lights, I think. They're really good. They're expensive. They're like 600-700 pop. There you go. Redcoats routed, and the line, Grenadiers, the line did their job in the end. Is Britain preparing to send in Scots Guards? It looks like he might be. We're going to see a cav charge here in a minute, I think. The Dragoons of General Police. Yeah, they're charging in after these British Dragoons that also went in. Charging into an urban area like this, definitely not going to work in their favour. Even if they were trying to catch these guys that are overcommitted, I don't think it really was worth it. It's going to lose a fair few Dragoons, and there you go, the Dragoons here just charge onto squares, no surprise. They're going to get out of there, but this is what's going to happen. There's British squares dealing with the French cav time and time again. There's a general here, though. Look at this. He's not pulled his general back. He's charging on in. This should be a kill here for the French player, or at least a rout, and that could be one British army general. Listen, there you go, a routed general. And he's in all sorts of chaos now. The Highlanders coming forward, as are his Scots Greys. It seems like it's all gone to pot a little bit here. This general hasn't died yet. He'd routed, actually. Sorry, he re-rallied and then routed again. He's just going to continue. I think the Dragoons are going to keep chasing it down. If not, they can just descend onto the Prussians as well. Or rear charge the Brits. We've got a whole bunch of options they can do. But yeah, I think this Dragoon unit now behind enemy lines, it is probably finished one way or another. Just making sure that general stays gone. But yeah, a terrible mistake there by the British player, and he has cost his side, well, dearly potentially here. And squares have been formed. Prussia actually formed squares. Oh yeah, these Grenadiers, they're decent. We've got the sappers going in. For France, he's going to respond instead. I don't know if this is yeah, this is the earlier period. This is 1806 Prussia. I think the other one on the other side is 1814 or 1815. I'll have to double check. That hadn't even come to mind that it would be the earlier period of Prussia. Again, the Scots Guards going in there. I mean, they've routed that unit, but why is he charging cavalry to urban areas like this? And yeah, the Visual Legion formed square. They save themselves. Seems like a really strange thing to do. This Prussia over here is, it is at 1815, I presume. And again, in go the Scots Guards. Really odd. He's just charging these guys in. I mean, it might work. But you don't want these guys to be just, taking out your infantry units that are just like enemy infantry units in the town. You want to save these Scots Guards for dealing with, all the cav that France have brought as well. I mean, they brought some good cav. We've got cuirassiers and a load of dragoons and the lancers, the Visual Legion lancers to deal with. There you go, Scots Guards gone. The Lorraine Lambasque here, they're now I guess going to do the same thing as the other dragoon unit that we saw. They're going to try and get in behind. So they are getting shot up by squares. My God, that is horrific to see. And now, the Highlanders, they're going to set up. And they are, I guess, probably just going to try and just shoot their way through all these units here. But see how they can do. Prussia seems like he's having a few issues here. I mean, the cav here, got the like the light cav here, causing all sorts of problems here for the Prussians. Seems like they are routing a little bit. Yeah, they're redlining. In goes more Polish cav. Lance going. Oh, gee, there's a brutal volley there. That's just routed that full Lancer. And they're being blasted by squares as it is. Guard Civil as well here. Just doing what they can. It looks like the Flemish players now shifting over to try and combat with this Anglo-Prussian army over here. So yeah, we've got the late Prussia, sorry, the early Prussia, and then also yeah, the British forces. He's got a lot of land there to supplement his armies by the looks of it. These are all redcoats though. They will do okay. And they will probably be able to square. Yeah, they need more infantry on that right flank to France. But to be fair, on the left as well, Prussia is swinging on around. Finally, we've got the other 10-point Spain here as well to support. In goes more cav again from Britain. Again, the heavy sort of like, well, yeah, the heavy cav pretty much. Their dragoons go in. And again, I think they're going to get rebuffed. I don't think they're going to break this one. We'll see. They're losing slightly. I did the Highlanders as well. So they just plowed through some poor Grenadiers and now into another unit. And they routed there. The Highlanders, yeah, those angry Scotsmen doing their job. And yeah, that cav there broken, I mean, pretty much. While also breaking the infantry. That's a good trade there for France. And there you go, look at that. The Highlanders have cleared a path through. Now they're blasting flanks of units there. This fight over here, I mean, this is looking pretty good for France, I'd say. They're holding here with like Guard Civil, holding for a lot of Prussians. They've just got to keep, you know, just delaying the enemy. Just keep plugging gaps with cheap units like those Guard Civil. There's Chasseur Cheval here. Failed to break those Prussians. They gave it a good go. Getting pushed back in quite a few places there. Actually, the Flemish players over here as well. Looks like he's a bit everywhere. So much cav in the back lines for the France to use. Well, and the Poles as well. Look at this big cav fight now taking place over here, and this is all of those heavies being chased down now by Lancers here, by Polish Lancers. It's like out of the 1970 Waterloo film, if you've seen that. Like the Lancers of France chasing down the heavies, killing Ponsonby. It really feels like that at the moment. Oh my god, they're going for a general. There's a general here as well. Britain not defending their generals. What are they doing? My gosh, yeah, and this heavy cav, instead of engaging, is running away. And he's now going after the general instead. And that's going to be one very dead British general. That's Ponsonby. Murdered, in my opinion. There you go, he's routed. And the other Lancer did rout, actually. So they did get one. I'm not quite sure how they did because they were running away. But the Uhlans here. It's a huge Ulan unit, 140-man unit originally, down 120. I just need to, I mean, I could probably take on the, try and take on these cavalry units here. I mean, it looks like it's going to go for the guns instead. It's a much easier target. And yeah, here we go, more charging going in, dragoons going in, charging to Prussians. Prussian Grenadiers here. Battling away with the Guard Civil. That Polish Lancer still managed to go and get the guns and then, you know, and survive. And looks like another little, like Cossack unit tied down the British heavies. And so then the Polish Lancers here have got a charge off. I don't look like they can have enough even still yet to break these heavy, well, no, not heavy dragoons, but just British dragoons. But they are heavy cav. Got another big Lancer unit out here as well, 116-man unit. So yeah, they can cause all sorts of problems for the Brits in the back lines here now, and with no generals, since neither have died, but both have been routed. So it's not as good, but it's not a bad start. That's really going to help out. And Prussians are being charged here by the dragoons of Italy. Trying to break through these lines. Evidently these Prussians here can't form square. Quite often most can't. Look at this. France kind of, you know, taking Britain in a line fight here at the moment. We're going to see a charge moment. We've got Grenadiers of Holland going in. think these are technically a guard unit. Game one. That was a brutal volley, to be honest. That was, yeah. No, I don't know how the French did. Now they're green line and they're fine. They've smashed that unit. Go into the next. Just keep working your way down that line. That's all you got to do. It looks like, yeah, France is going to move up as well with lots of Leger and line infantry of his own. He's going to either close the gap or just start blasting with them. And yeah, here go some Chasseurs Cheval as well going in on Nassau. Harassing the Prussians here, and in they go. Yeah, they're meleeing. Oh, the French are going to take out these Brits. They have no morale, no general. And that is huge, and they've just knocked them way back. Prussia now shifting over reinforcements to try and plug that gap, try and force back the French there. The Highlanders still fighting desperately in the town. And looks like one of them routed. Look to the Grenadiers of Frankfurt here. Line fight on this side here is still not looking great for the French either. And here we go, a smash from the front and the back with French cav here and Polish cav. Squares have been formed in some spots, but that does not matter because then the French infantry is going to descend in now on those squares and destroy the British left here. There you go. All you have to do is pretty much touch these guys a little bit with their bayonets, and they will start running. The Polish cav did go, but it's done its job, and there you go. That's a destroyed British left flank. Britain here still, Julian Way needs to start thinking about pulling these guys back. And I mean, yeah, like he's actually split really. Like the Poles are here in this building. He's just flanked around a building, and he's kind of isolated his forces. Very much an easy picking. The next sort of opportunity would be to charge down this street here with some cavalry and go for these militia type units here, and then for the guns potentially. Again, Britain actually didn't form square by the looks of it. He's redlining, and there you go, he's routed. That is catastrophic. The heavies have finally been dealt with in the back lines by several waves of Polish cavalry, it seems. France still holds their line. They hold their line to the left of Lieber Baltic. They're just in a bit of a line fight now. They're doing pretty well as well. These, yeah, Leger, Westphalians. I mean, yeah, he's got like a mix of line and sort of like and Leger in here. So I mean, you've got some decent shooters, and also just a lot of chaff. A lot of stuff be replaced if needed. That's what they need. Like how this French artillery here is kind of vibing. Still yet to see the Prussian cav wing go in. It's just kind of been shot up a bit. It's not exactly impressive. It's probably just a lot of lancers. It's got a Dragoon unit, but you're not exactly going to be able to stop the French cav. I don't think. We've got the Vista lancers. We've got the Italian Dragoons, to name a few. Another melee fight taking place here, and we've got Dragoons going in. Backed up by French infantry. This is Flanders going in. Looks like his Chevaliers have routed, but it does not matter. They close the gap for the infantry. The infantry doesn't have to just charge the British lines now. The Prussians might be an easy and softer target. We will see it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like that is the case. I mean, they've smashed through a fair few here. Prussia's general is going in crazily. Why he's doing that, I don't know. Whether he thinks the game's up. You should not throw your general in an NTW3. And looks like we're going to see a charge here from some Uhlans. Just going to charge in, I think, into the Landwehr here. Oh, they can form square. Look at that. Why you bring him? General dead, though. That is, I think, Prussia's. He did send him in, which is really stupid, to be honest. From Sidney Johnson there. But yeah, that is, I mean, France has kind of been repulsed, sort of, but they've also done so much damage to Prussia. It's pretty much unsustainable on this flank here. And yeah, you've got Spanish campaign cav in behind, taking out artillery, and we've also got the Poles as well. They're just in behind with all their cavalry. They've been such a pest all game. Really good game from the Polish place. Still got so much cav as well. Just with so many options of where to charge. French Dragoons again, hacking and slashing at these poor Prussians. These grenadiers, I wouldn't have engaged with both these units, but I guess maybe try and pin them down so the squares can do what they need to do. They should just melee the square here as well. Oh, here it goes, as I say it. And we've got the heavy cav, the cuirassiers coming up. I think he's going to maybe try and smash that last little bit. I think he wants to use them. And in they go. Yeah, they're running. They're going to go through, and they're going to go for the guns, I think, and for that infantry, British infantry there. Or maybe not. I don't know. To be honest, just one charge from the French line, and also the Polish in the back, and that will be enough. And here we go. Yeah, they just want to use the cuirassiers. Get them some kills. And they could square, you know. Fair enough, the guns are gone, but the squares are going to, you know, stop the cuirassiers. That's when the infantry needs to now go in. See what the Poles do here, whether they charge. Yeah, all these guys would square. Wow. Well, that's fine then. That just allows the French to now just go in with their infantry. I mean, the cuirassiers, I think, will just stay in there anyway. Look at this, like all this like Prussian cavalry just standing in the back and on the flank, not really threatening or offering to do anything. They may be attacked. I mean, I don't think the French can easily support it at the moment, like easy support with infantry. But they could charge in. I mean, right now there's a French infantry unit right on the flank here. It can't form square. Prussia doesn't know that, but they could just also hit that and stop this slow flank from taking place. Got military grenadiers, the guard here. Yeah, more like you've got the Dutch grenadiers still here, and Polish grenadiers coming forward. So yeah, if you were the Prussian player, you'd see that possibly there's a melee column being formed right on your flank here, and you'd probably do something about it. But no, he needs to act with the cav. Infantry is not going to withstand. Hasn't got enough of it, I don't think. But yep, there you go. The French heavies did their bit along with the infantry over on that side. No surprise there. It's just a few last isolated fights here taking place on this flank before it's just the hammer blow onto the Prussians and the British here. And here we go. In go the Poles. They send in the chasseurs here first, I guess, to sort of like tie down the Prussians so they can shoot, and then in go the grenadiers. Decent charges there from the Poles and from the Dutch. The Italians never went in. I guess they're just being a square option. There you go, they're through anyway. They've broken a couple of units here, and they just go into the next ones. The French line infantry then also move in. And yeah, and they go, the side charge here. Now Prussia could like charge this cav, try and stop this. Could be an option. Or he brings his reserves, which I think could just land there. Yeah, and he's got those in the front line. Jeez. These guys are perfect for sort of long gunfights like this because there's so many of them to try and kill. Yeah, you can go to land bear. You're not going to break grenadiers, I don't think, with land bear. This player might prove you wrong. Yeah, the red lining, he's routed to help rout his own Prussians. There you go, they have actually gone, but I think that's just the player threw them out. Sending in more French infantry here. Polish ones are still holding on. I mean, the general staff is here. Okay, I was going to say, I can see his horses, but he's dismounted his general for some reason. And still the cav yet to be committed for Prussia. Still not doing anything. He's just relying on the Prussian infantry. He should also pull back the infantry at this point. Like, when the French break through here, when, not if, he's going to kept getting side charged all the way down the line. You need to be adaptable. Once you get charged a little bit and you see you can't stop it, start pulling stuff back. Here we go, cav has gone in. Prussian cav going in, and looks like it's run onto some squares, but not entirely the squares. That's a better charge. That's a better one though. Going into the Ligera over here, he might rout a few of these Frenchies. He's kind of fimming a little bit as well. And looks like the Polish general Poniatowski's coming over here as well. Britain as well. I mean, I don't know if he's really got the morale to do it, but he's still got some Highlanders. He's got a flank here as well. Caused a bit of a problem for the Brits. Sorry, for the French. He could be a lot more aggressive in his advance. Like, don't worry about the rear guard just out. There's way too much for you to even think about. They could try and destroy the French army here. Absolutely. Here comes more cavalry going on in. Looks like Prussia and France are here. Yeah, looks like Prussia's going to cav fight. The squares to help, and also the lancers of the Vistula are just damn well good. Looks like the Prussian cav here, though, is doing a decent job routing French infantry here. French cav on the side here, going after the Vistula Legion. There you go, they just about repulsed the Prussians by the looks of it, the French just about. I don't know how much fibbing was going on. Maybe minimal, maybe, I'm not quite sure. This Lance somehow managed to get out of here alive. Prussia's re-rallying a little bit, but the game is pretty much up, I'd say, for the coalition forces here. This Anglo-Prussian lines is not going to cut it today. There you go, just mopping up some skirms, and I think, really, yeah, it's just the French and the Poles coming in from behind. They just smack these Brits about. This French army here, they get pretty badly battered. Maybe slightly overcommitted. Maybe he could have just smashed through like a smaller point in the Prussian line. I don't think he had to really send his grenadiers wide. Maybe he did for the cav cover. But Prussia should have used his cav earlier, but before France got infantry out to this flank, because they were just standing here looking at each other with the Prussian cav and the French cav, and neither was doing really anything most of the game. There you go. Guns being taken out. And here we go, yeah, they're getting the Poles going in. Guys either can't form square or chose not to. They are the King's German Legion, I think they're back again. And also some Highlanders. They probably could have formed square, they might just be too small. Poles are redlining, but they are going to take out a few of these Brits with them. They might take out a whole bunch. Yeah, they did. Wow. Incredible. There's just one little redcoat left. The Prussian Lancers here. I guess they can try and stop the Poles. And also we've got some chasseurs of France going in. And yeah, there goes a big Ulan unit there. That's going to go. And I don't think the Cuirassiers will see again in action. I think they've are too tired and too slow. Yeah, it's just the fast-moving Polish cav, and we've got the Polish cav and the employment of the French here as well, also going in. Yeah, Lancers, Polish Lancers have been the bane of the Allies' game here today, and there you go. Also, didn't help themselves by just like losing generals way too easily. Didn't protect them too well, and yeah, just kind of lost them, and that just didn't help with morale either. And that should be game, I think. Don't know why we haven't got the end results. Then they appear just like that, as I say it. So yeah, this was sent in by K1, who I think was down as Bubbles for this one. So yeah, thank you very much for sending this one in. He was playing as the Flemish army. So yeah, thank you for sending this one in, man. It wasn't exactly the closest one in the world, but certainly was like a bit of a high-risk one, having an all-cav army on the front lines, and then having just one French army on his own, while the other two were, yeah, slowly moving forward. But yeah, the Allies definitely didn't help themselves by weren't being aggressive enough. Like this Prussia and that Britain, like could have double teamed that France player really early on, done a lot of damage to him, if not knocked him out before the other Spanish campaign and Flemish like campaign armies arrived. We'll have a quick look at the kills. We've got the Cuirassiers here getting 209 kills. I don't know how much farming they were doing, but yeah, they got a fair amount of kills, so well done to them. Chasseurs, Cheval, 204 kills. The line infantry, 158, 117 kills here, 109. His artillery, 96 kills. And there are the rest of his kills. If you want to see there, the Flemish army, not like so much into the fight as like that other Spanish campaign, but also did have a fair amount of fighting to do across multiple fronts. But there you go, guys. That is today's NTW3 battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.